What's up, folks? I'm back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran. We're going back to their 2015 album, Paper Gods. I do want to mention that I have now received 4 of the 5 bonus tracks. Seb, shout out to Seb, he sent me 4 of the bonus tracks. The only one I don't have is, I think it's called Cinderella Rides. And yeah, basically, I thought there was originally only like 1 or 2 bonus tracks, and then Seb commented, and I was like, wait, there's 4? And then someone else commented, I forget who it was, I apologize in the moment, but yeah, they were like, oh, actually there's 5. So yeah, bottom line, we have a few tracks to go in the actual album. We're up to Butterfly Girl, that's the one we'll be listening to now. There's 2 more after that, and then as I said, I have 4, and maybe at some point I'll get all 5. But yeah, I have bonus tracks to go through, so even when we get to the universe alone, that won't be the end of our journey through Paper Gods. Once again, shout out to the guys. Absolutely have come to love this band and the members and the contributions that they all bring to this fantastic, creative, sonic legacy that they've left behind. So once again, shout out to them. And we're up to Butterfly Girl, which is written by Taylor, Rhodes, LeBon, and Brown. Shout out to Dom Brown. But yeah, this is produced by Duran Duran with Josh Blair, guitars, John Frusciante, which someone was saying, I remember when I reacted to another tune he was on, they were like, oh, he was in Red Hot Chili Peppers, I believe. So yeah, shout out to him, but also Dom Brown is on guitar. And it says additional vocals, Anna Ross. So shout out to Anna Ross, be interested to hear how she brings her vocal talents to the tune. The phrase Butterfly Girl, it suggests a sort of image to me more than a concept. It's, you know, the idea of the characteristics of a butterfly, perhaps, as embodied in a person, which is to say sort of a, you know, floating sort of mercurial nature where you could kind of like, you know, the wind could blow you in any direction and you just kind of go with it and you just kind of float in sort of a natural way. Now obviously it could be a little more direct or on the nose, you know, a woman who, you know, draws butterflies or, you know, keeps butterflies or is fascinated by the sort of like visual design of a butterfly. But I tend to suspect, at least, you know, without any other information, that it will be more in terms of someone's behavior or the way in which they interact with the world that is in one way or another reflective of a butterfly. So that's what I take from it. Obviously, you know, I'm led to think of Madame Butterfly as well. You know, I'm not convinced that sort of the motifs in that piece of literature will necessarily find their way into this song, but I suppose it is a possibility. But yeah, let's get to it. This is Butterfly Girl by Duran Duran on their 2015 album, Paper Gods. Oh, hey. Essentially, you may be fooling yourself, but I can see through it. Gotta let go to get back in control. I like that line. That line is like... Vino Veritas, but also one kind of happiness. Of your emotions even, yeah. It's like the more you try to hold on to something it's not the right fit, desperation, like stress, maybe jealousy, like want to get control of your emotional life, you have to let go. But it sounds weird, it's like a contrast. Oh my god. wicked. It's like filthy blues guitar. But yeah, it's counterintuitive, right? To control yourself more, you have to relinquish control. It's got sort of like, you know, a dance pop feel to it, but I think I like it more than the previous tune, which kind of had that same vibe. So if you can rise above that, you'll be a butterfly girl? Is that what? Whoa! Miss Ross bringing it. God, the bluesy guitar, get it. Is that Dom Brown or is that Frusciante? Yeah, that's cool. I like that one. I am curious, like, you know, which parts of the guitar there were Dom and which ones were Frusciante. I will say there was that one section where the guitar really went to kind of a dissonant, wicked place. It didn't like stay there long. I think it sort of knew exactly kind of the level of dissonance it was bringing, and they just, you know, they used it sort of to accentuate that part and maybe contrast it with the others. But that was cool too. So yeah, I dig that tune. As I said, Anna Ross, you know, stood out a lot more than the singer on the previous track, which isn't a knock to that previous singer. It was just like the way that they were incorporated and the way the tune was arranged. Anna Ross came much more to the fore in this tune than, what was the name again? I think he was a Danish singer. Jonas Bire. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but again, I wasn't sure, like, you know, exactly where and if I was hearing him, whereas this one, you know, there was no doubt where I was hearing Anna Ross. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I think there are some, the lyrics, again, it's interesting, you know, some songs, like Le Bon's lyrics come across a lot more clearly, even on a first listen, and maybe that's because of the, you know, surrounding sonics and the way they either obscure it a little or the way they kind of, you know, give it its channel so that it comes across more clearly. But I feel like with a couple more listens, I could probably get most of the lyrics in this one. So, you know, I didn't pick up on all the themes there, but I feel like, you know, this one is going to be a little bit easier to kind of figure out exactly the themes at play. But do let me know if there's a particular insight that will be helpful. And once again, shout out to the artwork. I do love this idea of sort of, you know, making reference to their previous albums. It's just the more and more I come to listen to the different albums over the period, the 40 plus years that they've been around, the more I come to appreciate the significance of like each one of these sort of images. So yeah, it's just top stuff. Let me know what you think. Other than that, thank you for listening and watching. I will see you next time.